if you're gonna do that, I'm not condoning doing that, because one, that's fucking gross. That's vile. But if you're gonna do it, you know, at least let your fucking brother in on the trip. Know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, there's this girl. She think you fine, bro. She saw your social media. She think I'm you. We're identical twins. I'm about to knock those down. That's a weekend bust down for me. Go ahead and let your wife know that this is the plan so that I don't get you in trouble. Okay, we gotta switch to the other camera for this one because this is a very long one. I've been putting up screenshots, but for this one, we gonna get right. Am I the asshole for forgiving my brother but not my ex-wife? Off rip, without even looking at it, this sounds like some cheating shit. I, 40-year-old male, have an identical twin brother, Steve, and used to be married to my high school sweetheart, Amanda, 40-year-old female. I proposed to her after high school, but when we told our parents, they felt that we were too young and convinced us to at least wait until college, as the stress of grades could affect the relationship. During sophomore year, I decided to drop out and enlist in the military since I was unwilling to sign up for any debt. Amanda didn't like the idea of seeing me even less, but I assured her that it would only be temporary. We'd still get married after she finished college and listed all the benefits of me joining the military. She was starting to warm up to the idea until her nosy, drama-loving cousin told her about all the cheating stories and told me that if I didn't get out of enlistment, we were over. She told me this the day before I was scheduled to report for training and fly off for basic training. I had to go. The breakup only lasted a few weeks, and I officially proposed to Amanda after training was done. We got married and started living our lives, hopping from base to base over the years, and had kids. However, after our second child was born, Amanda started longing for home and we moved back. We brought a house back in our home state, but I had to be stationed somewhere else for a few months in order to go live there. It was hard, but Amanda and I made it work. During this time, I made friends with a female coworker, but nothing ever happened. I told Amanda I was arriving later than what I actually was so I could both surprise her and be well rested. I stayed with a buddy of mine on base, and I actually spent part of the day helping a superior officer put together a bedroom set for her daughter. When I arrived home, I walked in on my wife and another man. Thank goodness my buddy was there with me, otherwise I might have gone to jail. I was furious, but Amanda didn't show any remorse and then proceeded to tell me that she knew I had cheated and would be reporting me for it. I was so confused. Apparently, Steve pretended to be me so he could get laid, and that's who Amanda's nosy cousin saw, and after it was revealed that I had lied about my actual return date, Amanda wanted revenge. Steve immediately confessed, and I apologized after my superior officer and friend gave their statements. I was cleared of everything. I filed for divorce, kept contact with Amanda down to a bare minimum, and didn't speak to Steve for years. Eventually, Steve and I made up and we're good now, but Amanda thought that I had finally forgiven her too and was upset when I stated that I didn't. Her cousin is calling me sexist and that I'm being a bad dad for treating the mother of my child so coldly. Am I the asshole? Edit. Since people were asking and or have questions, let me try to clarify. When my brother was out at a club, When my brother was out at a club, a girl recognized Steve from a social media post and started chatting with him. She assumed Steve was and just didn't correct her. Oh, was me and just didn't correct her. And he just didn't correct her. These people really are bad at typing. That was how he pretended to be me. They hooked up by the end of the night, and that was that. As identical twins, Steve and I had a habit of either pretending to be each other or letting people assume we were the other person because it was fun. Once Steve found out what happened, he immediately confessed and was very apologetic. I eventually forgave him because in spite of everything, I still love and miss my brother. I don't love or miss Amanda. I can't explain it, but after seeing her with another man in our house, something in me clicked and love started to die. Edit 2. Because we have kids, I'm still forced to communicate with Amanda. For their sake, I'm civil but cold. I don't say anything beyond hello or goodbye. I don't ask how she's doing. I have her blocked everywhere on social media. And unless it has something to do with the kids, I don't acknowledge and or respond to anything she has to say. Yes, I DNA tested my kids. They're mine. Amanda even had the audacity to be upset over it. Also, no, Steve and Amanda never slept together, and Steve said he only pretended to be me to get laid once. I also mentioned the female coworker because Amanda always felt threatened by our closeness and tried to get her in trouble with the military too. My colleague shortly retired after the incident and came out as gay. To the best of my knowledge, Amanda never apologized to her. Okay, bro. I love this. I don't love this, but I love this topic because I've experienced this. I've been through this. Yes, I've been cheated on. I'm not gonna go into depth right now. Maybe in another video I'll open up to y'all because I feel like I can. This is my forum. You know what I mean? Also, I've witnessed adultery in my family. I've witnessed it. I've witnessed my homies get cheated on. My homegirls get cheated on. I've noticed my cousins go through like similar, not necessarily cheating, but like just really fucked up situations with girls. Moral of the story: I know some shit. Like I know some shit about getting cheated on or cheating. I've never cheated personally. Never will. God willing, I never will. This sounds like an extreme case of when jumping to conclusions goes wrong. That's the best way I can put this. Steve is a dickhead, like, cause he pretended to be him and essentially ruined his marriage, but it was an accident. Like, he didn't plan on ruining his brother's marriage by pretending to be him. This was a case of niggas not minding their own fucking business, getting involved in some shit that don't concern them, but they pretend that it does so that they can feel validated for being right. And then they go and ruin some shit and they don't feel bad for it. Again, bro, shout out to my mom. I love my mom so much, and especially when situations like this are presented to me and I can like understand. My mom always told me to try your hardest to not let outside influence your marriage, your relationship, whatever. Because when you're in a relationship, that relationship is you and the other person. The moment that you start bringing in other people into your shit, the more they feel like they're validated to have a say in how you should operate. For example, if I have a girlfriend and I feel like my girlfriend is cheating on me. No, matter of fact, let's say that my girlfriend did cheat on me. I don't know the circumstances of her cheating. I don't know the situation. I don't know the variables. I don't know nothing, but I know she cheated. I know she had sex with somebody. That sex that she had could have been coerced. It could have been forced. It could have been intentional. It could have been a myriad of things. It could be anything. Did I ask her? Did I confront her? Did I sit down and talk with her? No, I didn't do shit. Did I get mad and yell at her? No. In this case, I was just like, you know what? If say I'm Amanda, say the roses flip, I'm like, you know what? Fuck you, bitch. I'm about to just start fucking. And I start fucking and she catch me. And now she feels some type of way because what happened to her wasn't what I thought it was. And maybe she didn't do anything at all. And I just heard some people tell me, like Amanda's dumbass cousin, I just heard people tell me, oh, I saw her with, bro, I'm going to tell you a potential scenario and this is going to fuck a lot of y'all up. Guarantee you. Maybe not this specific thing, maybe not this specific person, but in this type of situation, the cousin wanted that man. The cousin wanted him, and she was grasping for straws, trying to figure out a way to break up her cousin and her man without her having to get in between it. So that way she could still keep the cousin around, and she could also start dirty macking on her cousin's man. Guarantee you that was a possibility. Guarantee it. I guarantee it. Maybe not with this specific story, but that happens so frequently, it's insane. So check this out. That tirade aside, I just wanted to get that off my chest. That tirade aside, Amanda is the asshole in this situation because she should have known that her cousin is nosy as fuck. Her cousin from the jump was trying to break them up. When he said, I'm about to enlist in the army, he said the army or the military or whatever. He was like, look, I'm about to go to the military. I'm not trying to get in debt. I'm not trying to do all that. There's all these cool benefits to going. This is what I want to do. And it's not going to be forever, but it's just going to be for right now. Keep in mind, they fresh out of high school. You don't know what love is fresh out of high school, but maybe they felt it. Maybe they felt like they knew and they was going to give it a shot. Turns out, started to work a little bit until the cousin was like, actually, I hear that soldiers cheat on their wives all the time. And yeah, you should really get a handle on that. And now Amanda's like, yeah, actually, hold up. I don't want you cheating on me. Get the fuck up out of that military. If you want to be with me, you need to leave. And he's already locked into an obligation. He's committed. He signed a contract. He put his life on the line. When you go to the military, you sign your life away. Your life belongs to the military for as long as they need you, or as long as your term is. You're there, bro. You're locked. Unless something, unless you're hurt, or God forbid you're killed, or you get discharged. Like something has to happen wrong for you to leave the military. Otherwise, you're locked. You're done. Like you're there. Now, I will say the brother is at fault because if you're gonna do that, I'm not condoning doing that because one, that's fucking gross. That's vile. But if you're gonna do it, you know, at least let your fucking brother in on the trip. Know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, there's this girl. She think you fine, bro. She saw your social media. She think I'm you. We're identical twins. I'm about to knock those down. That's a weekend bust down for me. Go ahead and let your wife know that this is the plan so that I don't get you in trouble. And or better yet, hey Amanda, look, crazy scenario. There's a girl that thinks we'll call this man Thomas. There's this girl that thinks I'm Thomas. She think he's attractive. You know, me and him, we look alike. So like she think he attractive. She think I'm attractive. That's my weekend bust down. I'm about to pretend to be Thomas. I'm about to get some cheeks and I'm about to call it a day. So if you hear anything about Steve or about Thomas doing some crazy shit, just know it's me doing it. That man is not home yet. Like, and this whole situation could have been alleviated. But then here come nosy ass cousin. We're going to call her Karen because she just like a Karen. Nosy ass Karen coming mosey on in. Oh, girl, you won't believe what I just saw. I'm so sorry to tell you this, cuz Thomas was out here with another bitch. I saw it with my own eyes. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thomas was with another woman. You know what you should do? No. You shouldn't call him and confront him about it. You shouldn't wait till he gets home to speak with him about it. You know what you should do? You should get yours back in blood. Go fuck you a man. Go get you some. You earned this. You deserve this. Show him what he's missing out on. Guarantee you that's what the conversation was like. I swear. Put that on everything. Put that on everything. That's how that conversation went. Karen, you was a bitch. Also, Amanda, how you just gonna expect forgiveness and you ain't apologize? I don't remember seeing nowhere. Yeah, all I see is that Amanda wanted revenge. Steve immediately confessed and apologized. Amanda just thought like, oh, you and Steve are good, so that means me and you. No, bitch, those were two completely different situations. Steve fucked my marriage up on accident. You fucked my marriage up on purpose. Those are not the same. You were not him. And that is my blood. I can't be mad at my brother forever. I mean, I could. I don't want to be. That's my brother, bro. Like, that's my blood. If I ever needed anything, that's my guy. You showed your true colors. If you even thought that I did some shit on you, you was going to immediately get revenge. You weren't even going to speak to me about it. We wasn't even going to have a cordial conversation about it. I will say this, though. I got all that Amanda hatred out. You're a piece of shit for not being cordial with your baby mama. You're a piece of shit for that. I'm not going to even hold you on that. Because regardless of how your marriage ended up, you may not love her. You may not have good feelings about her. You may harbor some resentment towards her. That's still the mother of your children. And I understand like anything to do with the kids and all that. But when you're in the presence of her and your kids, you should at least be cordial. You should be at least like, you know, a little cheery. You with your kids. Your kids are going to remember every day for the rest of their lives how dad was mean as shit to mom whenever he was at the house. They never talked. He said hi. He said goodbye. And that was it. What you do in your crib, if she trying to call you late at night, if she trying to text you, you ain't got to pick that phone up, bro. I'm not saying all that. But what I'm saying, when you're in the presence of your children, that is a defining moment. I guarantee you for the rest of your life, your kids will remember that. My parents, as far as I'm able to remember, my parents were never together after I was born. My parents were never in a relationship. As far as my brain has developed memory, my parents were never in a relationship. My parents actually both got remarried around the same time, or they got new relationships and then subsequently remarried around the same times. And as far as I know, I've never seen my mom or my dad be cold to each other. My mom and dad talk like they old homies. That's my dad's baby mama. He should have no reason to hate her. And he gave my mama her first child. There's no reason that she should be hating him 22 years later. There should be no reason to have hatred a year or two later. You're done with him. You moved on. He moved on. Y'all doing your own things. Y'all got this kid to raise. Fuck all this bullshit. It's not about you no more. It's bigger than you. That's the only gripe that I have with, I'm calling him Thomas. That's my only gripe with you, Thomas. Be a better father. I'm not saying you don't take care of your kids. I'm not saying you don't treat your kids with the utmost love and respect, but you don't treat your baby mom with respect in their presence. And that is probably the biggest no-no. You need to treat your baby mama with respect when you're around your family. That is your family. Those are your two kids, or however many kids you got. That you and her laid down and created that. She opened her legs for you. You did your thing in her and you made 2 kids. Y'all gotta be like these for the rest of your life. When you have a baby mama, you supposed to be like these forever. It don't matter if you in love with her or not. It don't matter if you got a new thing, you married, you started a family with her, y'all still gotta be like these. She's at your hip forever. You're never gonna get rid of her unless she do some foul shit, like she try to kill your kids or something like crazy. You're with her forever, regardless if you want to or not. Anyway, that was a long tirade. I'm really passionate about that because that I relate to that, and I needed to get this off my chest. This whole thing I relate to some degree. Maybe not the whole brother thing, but whatever. That's all I got for this one, bro. Let's see y'all in the next one. Peace.